little late to post because I was pretty angry. But to the people that think that Gravedigger or whatever is hot or sexy, who apparently lived in the town right next to me, um, the cemetery that he was digging up is where a lot of my relatives have been buried because a lot of my relatives are from the Philadelphia area. And what I think you're missing the point is those were real people that are at the graveyard. My grandmother died before I was born. She had a very hard life. Not going to get into all the details. Very poor, little education, little options for women at the time as far as jobs go. So she was a waitress all her life. She died of cancer. And back then they didn't have good treatment options. So basically, back in the olden days, if you had cancer, your only option usually was to just remove the cancerous part of the body. So they had to remove her jaw and her tongue, and she was left disfigured for the last years of her life in a time when we didn't have social media. We didn't know, there was not awareness about things like cancer, and so she was probably treated pretty horribly. She didn't like to go out in public because of that, because of the stairs and whatever. Anyway, she was a real person. She was, by all accounts, from what I've heard of her, she was a good mom. She was an accomplished author, even though she didn't have much education. She was a writer. She had stories published in Reader's Digest. Anyways, I don't have much to go off of other than what I've heard because she died before I was born. But think about the people, like, it's very unsettling as somebody who has relatives in that cemetery to think that their bodies would have been disturbed after death. And there's nothing cool or sexy about it. Like, he also did it to children, and I don't know if we'll even be contacted even if he did, because my dad has passed away. So I don't even know if these tombs were messed with, but it's just like gross. And let's focus instead on the people who did pass away instead of like making a celebrity out of this sicko.